Hello again, and welcome to the Daily Templar Report, and I am Jim Dowson, your guest presenter. How are yous all? I hope the Lord is treating you well, and if you're in any kind of distress or trouble, I hope the Lord is comforting you. Welcome to the room. Now, before I get into the main thing, in fact, no, let me go and thank some people now. Let me go and say hello to everybody. Now. Where are we? Here we go. Aye, we're on YouTube. Ralph Rowley, God bless you. Lady Rotha, Jim Young, Igwan Eggerstrom, Colette, nice to see Colette, Mr. Rebello, Lady Matriarch, Bartlett Burker, Ralph Rowley, EMS Rejuvenation. Who else we got there? Could you shift that bottle there, brother? Lady Rotha, yep, good stuff. Sean Smiley, Michael B. Freakin. Who else we got? Les Androchovich. Yep, Philip Milne. How you doing, Philip? Paul Telford, Sunny Liverpool. Robert Roylance, nice to see you. Greg Howarth. Bartley Burker. Randy Malaspina, how you doing, mate? Good man. Troy Otto there in Florida. Man himself. S. Darling. Geminus for 2 minutes, how are you, sir? And Sean McAleen, how you doing? Nice to see you. Alaskan Adventure, God bless you. Mr. Campbell, how you doing? Nice. Bruce Campbell, Louisiana. Good man yourself. Joseph Taylor, nice. Burt Myers, all the old gangs here. Nice to see you all, each and every one of you. Wes Strover, how you doing? Bruce Samuelson. Yeah, I think that's about that there. Nev the Axeman, hope you're feeling better. And Chris White, how you doing? William Mumford, Michael McGuffin. And Nick's here, how you doing? The Scorpion's in. Irish Republic, good to see you. Nice to see you. Always Irish are welcome here. That's about. Is it? Is that you, Cam? Is that you, Cam? We're talking about you at the moment, is it? Cam, good woman. Listen, I must get a yammy one day. Good, because I know you're looking for a wee channel on that Purged thing. So let me see what I can do for you, all right? Because I like you. I like Cam. Cam's a good woman. And Andy McBride. God bless you, Stuart Firth. All right, let me crack on with this. I'm not going to read everybody out in that one because I can't see. The colours go for my eyes. But everybody on Purged TV, God bless you, and you're welcome. Let me read a wee bit of scripture, then I'm going to show you something. We're in Proverbs again, still in chapter 15, and this is great. Verse 4, just take verse 6, 2 verses, okay? A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach of the spirit. A fool despiseth his father's instructions, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble. Amen. May God add his blessing to this, the public reading of his own infallible and inspired word. That's what it's all about, folks. People keep saying to me, would you lay off religion a wee bit and just keep on with the nationalism and the politics? No, I don't care about anything else other than this. And in this book, the Lord has given his nations. And to be a nation, it means to be birthed. The Lord has given his nations. That's why I'm a nationalist. But that doesn't mean I'm a lunatic. And the Bible comes first, not the nation. So remember that. Now, I want to show you this before we crack on, and just watch this wee film. Some of you have seen it before, some of you won't, so I'm just going to go in. What's this pen doing in there? We're going to show you this film, and see what you think of this, okay? Have a wee look. Hello, it's Jim Dowson here. I just thought I'd give you an update about the St Donald's Priory and the Magdalen Chapel project that I know a lot of you have been very keen on and a lot of you have been contributing to. So I want to bring you up to date where we are now. Here we are with the chapter house. The chapter house is a very important thing. It was normally attached to an abbey. It's a place you would go and study, believe it or not, martyrology. You would study about the life of the martyrs, the saints and things like that. Get yourself in the right frame of mind before you attended church. Usually in the evening, matins or something like that. So we've got so far, there's a lot of stuff in the ground here that you won't be able to see, like say what we've done. We've had to dig out all the drainage, we didn't know this. We've had to put new drainage in. We've got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 inspection pits, there's a pit still there. And round the old chapel, obviously we've had to dig down about 3.5, 4 feet to put DPC in, damp proof coursing for those who don't know. And we've done all that. So a lot of the work has been, it's unseen now because it's all filled in. Round this compound where the chapel is, we've got this, you'll see this very high wall and it drops down. It's actually about a 16-foot wall going back to the 1620s. So This wall is very interesting when we've been digging it, and as you can see through here, I'll just tell you, this is going to be a huge Gothic arch door, big Gothic arch door. It's going to be very beautiful, made out of sandstone. So yeah, and a big square door with the studs and everything in it. So you'll open this and you'll come into the chapter house. As you can see here, we've took a lot of this old wall away. That wall has been untouched since it was built around about 1620. And again, the stones in it, as we explained at the very beginning, all the stones in this whole complex were taken from the old Cistercian Abbey, which was built in 1199 to replace the church that was built by St Patrick around about 430. And the most wonderful thing happened just there in the middle, round about here, just where my head's sitting here, just about here, we pulled this out. This is an old carving that was high up in the abbey. Obviously the head's gone, the arms are gone, but that was buried here, just about here, in the middle of the wall, about 5 foot up, and it's been there since the 1600s, and we've pulled it out. We've also found other bits of the old abbey as we're doing this renovation project. So the chapter house now just has to have the roof on, and the walls are being clad in the effect we're going for is Jacobean oak panelling, but it's not. We're doing it with MDF. It's much cheaper, but we're doing all that. It's going to look fantastic. So it's going to be panelled up about 5 feet, and the wall is about another 10 feet above that. That's going to be white with Templar shields all around it. So that's the chapter house. Again, over here there'll be a double effect medieval stone Gothic window. Each side of the door here, Gothic window, door, Gothic window, double Gothic window. And then over here, if you look, this is the actual Magdalene Chapel itself. Looking a bit of a sorry state, but we're just about to move on to that now. The stones, this here, are taken from the abbey. That window there's been bricked up. That's having a Gothic window installed in it, with Christ the Saviour in the pose of the Good Shepherd with the lamb around his neck. And that's what we're doing. So we're really making some progress, and I want to thank everybody. Now in the chapel there, we've now opened the books for those who wish to sign up to have their remains, their ashes or some lock of hair or something put in there in a solid granite casket behind the altar. So your family in years to come here to pay their respects to you, your memory. They will come in here to the chapter house with all the oak panelling, all the shields in the wall. There'll be a huge leather bound book. They will open it up alphabetically, your name will be there, and you will have a full page to write a message down through the ages to your descendants. So it's very important that you have something important to say to them. They can stay in the priory building, and then they can go from here into the Magdalene Chapel and maybe have a time of prayer or handle the stone casket that your ashes will be in. And I think that's such a wonderful thing, and it's something that, you know, it lasts for centuries. Who could do that? So if you've not already got your name down, may I urge you to do so immediately, because it's not a big place and this is for all the Templars from all over the world, so this is going to get busy very quickly. So if you haven't done so, please contact us, get your name down. I'm going in there, and I would hope that my remains and your remains will be in there for all eternity, or at least until the Lord comes back. Thank you very much. God bless each and every one of you. Dus volgt. Well, there we go, and I'll flash up a wee picture here of the certificate that relatives are sent if you sign up to Magdalene Chapel. There we go. Is that not a beautiful, beautiful work of art? And remember, those who sign up for the Magdalene Chapel, their relatives get that, and that's a big thing. That's like this size. Put it in a big heavy frame. And you also get a full page in a big leather-bound book where you can write down your own personal message to your descendants that come and visit your place, and they can see what you were thinking, what you were saying, and what you've got to say for them down through the midst of time. So we're cracking on with the building project, as you know. We're coming out of the ground at a rate of knots. We're really ploughing into it. I want to thank everybody who's helped us get to this thus far. But I really have to say to people, anybody who's want to sign up for this and hasn't signed up yet, would you please sign up now? It's really important that we get people signed up now, so we know we have a final tally, because it's infinite. You know, it's not infinite, it's finite. So we really need anybody who's wanting in to get their place booked now. You know, we've done everything we possibly can to make it easy. We've broke it up into it locks, yeah, put a bit of hair in it. But we've broke it up into, I think, 11 or 12 payments, something like that. 10 pay, is it 10, 11 or 12? I can't remember. So a lot anyway. 10, I think, yeah, 10. So please, if you haven't done so, the link's there. I'm asking people who have got an interest in this, and I know a lot of people have, please get it signed up now, because it lets us plan, it lets us know exactly what we're trying to do, and I would really, me personally, I would really appreciate it, but the entire order would really appreciate it, because it's going to be spectacular, it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be amazing, and it's a great thing, and you're part of a historical project, so please do that. Okay, I want to get on to reading this, a story out from San Francisco today. But before I do that, I know you won't mind if I just read a wee bit from the Templar book. A wee bit that I got out here. It's very interesting. Now, where is it? Here we are. It's page 273, and it's in the chapter entitled Be a Man. Who wants to hear it? Sitting comfortably? I shall begin. Choosing a career. Try and go for a skilled job, a trade, a plumber, an engineer, an electrician, a joiner. That's carpenter to you Americans, a plasterer and such like. These are well-paid jobs and are usually a safer bet for steady employment. They give you much more independence than any salaried job or working for the godless state. They also involve you in a very masculine world, where as a young man, you will be taught how men should interact with one another. Years of online bitch fights and disrespect will be knocked out of you in the first week. If you don't learn fast, you may lose a few teeth, but you become manly. A manly sort, earning decent money, and hey, what woman doesn't love a builder or a guy in overalls covered in grime from honest physical work? I'll leave it there, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying. If you don't believe me, ask the ladies. You'll be a man, and all of these little bitches who are on these YouTube channels all nipping at each other and being silly, that will be knocked out of you in 48 hours on a building site, on a construction site. That will be knocked out of you because you'll be on your backside with a tooth or two missing or a busted nose, and you'll become a man in no time at all. It's a marvellous thing to do. Don't go to university, get a trade, and it gives you independence because you'll never go hungry if you've got skilled hands. Myself, let me tell you, my father said to me, because I was always wanting to just get out and do whatever I wanted to do. My father said, that's fine, but if you respect the family, you will go and learn a trade first. And I did. I became a diesel fitter, heavy plant diesel fitter. So if everything all went wrong, I don't need nothing now. I'm old, I've got everything I need. But, you know, when I was a young man, I had to sometimes turn my hand back to my trade just to earn some money because I had young children to feed and all the rest of it. And it's good money. I can do a day's shift on the plant, a heavy plant, in a mine place or anything like that, and I can earn 500 quid in a day. No problem. Bit old for it now, but, you know, I got a trade. 4 years and I got my trade. And the day I finished my trade, the day I got my papers, I went into my boss and said, I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity, but here's my resignation. I'm out, and I was already doing other things. So get a trade, guys. Get a trade. And if you want a good wife, she'll look for a man with a trade if she's any sense, because she doesn't want to be bringing up kids on the breadline. So there we go. Right, I'm going to. I think we're going to go over to. We're going to go over to Purged.
We're live on Purged at the minute, but we need to say bye-bye to YouTube.
All right, I get you now. We're still trying to get used to this thing. So, we're going to go over to Purged entirely. So the YouTube thing will go. And I want you all over to purged.tv, okay? So we're going to go over. Want me to do the countdown, brother?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2. Can I do that? 1. We're off. My fingers don't work. Now, is the other techie guy, the moderator, has he got access to put links up in Purged?
We have one of them in with us yet.
All right, okay. Because I just want to put the Donard, not the Donard. I want to put the Magdalene Chapel, Chapel for the Glorious Dead up there as well, to make sure that people need to. Good.